Today I'm joined by Adriana from Savoys North. I'll let her introduce herself.
Hiya, I'm Adriana, Savoys North. So we're based in the Northeast, specialise in full turnkey property investment for creating high cash flow and high yielding assets, basically.
How did you get into the Savoys network?
I think Savoys have always been so open about everything that they're doing, all the people that they're using. So I think the biggest thing was obviously seeing them through social media, seeing what they do. Obviously then they promoted the likes of yourself, which was an absolute godsend for everything that we're doing. And then it was just a case of, coming to the events, getting access to you guys, speaking with you, starting to put deals through that way. And then obviously that massively opened the gates for then the collaboration with Savoys North and then to create that.
On the back of that, obviously through yourselves, us, and the lenders, we've come up with a game changer product. How has that helped in what is required from a client to actually now get on an investment with yourselves? Yeah,
absolutely. I think there's so many different angles to that. The main thing is obviously from day one, the client doesn't need to have any experience. They don't necessarily have to have all the money that they would have to have if they were just going to a normal lender. And also in terms of speed of setup, when you first go into a new lender and if you're new to investing, you've got to kind of submit all your documents to prove why you can be applicable and why you can get this approach. It's such a smoother process that, everybody knows where they fall, and the investor is then literally guided by us through the process to kind of smooth it out.
I think to give them people an idea, give us two examples of say, a HMO small conversion and your larger ones that you do as well.
Absolutely. So the typical, obviously, is a C3 to C4, so just pure permitted development. So we buy a residential property, chop it up, convert it into a HMO. Obviously, for clients, this would just be like a full hands-off process over about a 6-month period from renovation. In terms of figures, usual sites, £120,000, £125,000 purchase. Similar kind of refurb money, and then we're refinancing about 315,000. So that's the good thing about the North. You've got that majority capital release on the refinance, and then the cash flow as well. So again, 45 grand a year rent coming in, over £1,000 a month profit just off one asset. So when clients can keep kind of cycling through that, it means they can essentially build that portfolio pretty quickly. And then on the larger side of things, one that we're doing a lot of is, kind of existing HMOs that are run down and tired. We can buy them, but we don't necessarily have to wait for the full planning use to convert to sui generis. We've got that there, or we get the documents we need.
And that's a quicker process.
That's a quicker process, yeah. So typically those clients are in and out 3 months on a refinance. Obviously, you've got that massive uplift in terms of where your rents are sitting at current. You might be getting, 40 grand a year, for example, and then we're upping the value of that to sort of £58,000 a year.
And therefore the yield goes up, the value goes up, and the money comes back out.
Exactly, yeah. And the game changer on the back of that is one of our youngest clients is 21 years old, no experience, hadn't done it. We did the full project for them, and then they net about £23,000 a year off that. Gone in again on the second project with you guys, so it just shows what the product can really do.
I think so. The important thing is for the people out there, how do they get hold of you?
Yeah, of course. So Instagram, LinkedIn are obviously the main ways that they can find us. It will be Adriana Cafasso, or obviously through Savoys, and then you can get in touch with us that way, or through CPC Finance. If you reach out to these guys, they'll just put us all in an email chain, get a call set up, and then figure out how we can best help people.
Thank you, Adriana.
Perfect, thank you.
That's the end of the podcast today, so watch out for future podcasts on all our normal social outlets.